cringing, Tabbie walked up to Eden.
Hey, Eden.
Stu, you better get out my face. Get out my face. Out of my face. Out of my face, Stu.
I know you better get out of my face. Out of my face. Out of my face. This is all me up in here. You handle that.
You ruined it for me. Hello everyone and welcome in. We are on Magical Girl Week. Well, we are celebrating Magical Girls during this week. And because I love me some Magical Girls and I decided to do a Magical Girl Week. But this time we are starting our Magical Girl Week with This Magical Girl is a Beep Part 2 or Act 2, and I'm super excited to get into this gameplay and share the rest of this game with y'all. If y'all did not see Act 1, go ahead and go back to my channel to catch up and then come back to this one to see where we left off. Now, we left off with Tabbie going crazy, I guess, and plotting her, I guess, revenge on Eden? Is that his name? I think I remembered his name right. And we have pixies that give us magical girl powers. I'm curious if we're gonna have magical boys. I don't know. We'll see. But before we get into Act 2, I want to take a moment to thank all of my current subscribers who are supporting my channel. Thank you so much. And if you are new to my channel, I am a content creator that focuses on 80% gameplay, 20% content collection reviews. So if you like any of those, or if it piques your interest, or if you just are enjoying the vibes, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. It helps out my channel. Now let's get back into This Magical Girl is a Boop and see how this story ends. Okay, woohoo! Act 1 is over and Strength is our pixie. Well, first pixie we met. Oh, okay. I forgot. I gotta narrate. It was a dark and even stormier Wednesday. And I think the first one started off and it said it was exactly the same as this, but a Monday. Like the thunder clouds rolling overhead, the atmosphere at Middling Middle School was charged with confusion and concern.
Happy Wednesday, everyone! We're at the halfway point of Spirit Week, but we're not slowing down just yet. For today's big event, we have our Jacko! Oh? No way. Really?
What?
No, I didn't hear about that before now. When did we get the memo?
What memo?
Today is Wednesday. That's right, mascots! Stay safe and stay spooky!
I love spooky season. As soon as the announcement ended, the hallway wrestled with all sorts of speculative susurrations.
That was weird, right?
Yeah, but the teachers have been acting weird since yesterday.
I noticed that too. Why did they refuse to tell us who won the decoration contest? And it was so weird when we suddenly switched to carving apples instead of pumpkins without any explanation.
What? I am so confused right now.
Yeah! And then they were like, no knives, actually. Like, make up your mind.
Was it because Tabbie ruined all the pumpkins?
I was tempted to just use my teeth at that point.
Maybe it's a good thing we weren't doing pumpkins then?
Tabbie found it hard to keep her usual scowl up in the face of everyone's uneasy energy.
Strength, wake up!
Tabbie reached into her backpack, shaking her pencil case until Strength clambered out of it.
What's happening?
Something's wrong. It should have been obvious by now that we won. People should be thanking me for a job well done. What's taking them so long to announce it?
I could think of a few reasons.
Like?
Maybe they're just waiting to announce their, findings when class starts.
Finding. So did she like ruin everybody else's class decorations? Is that what she did?
Huh. I guess that makes sense. Well, I can't wait. Everybody's gonna be so pumped when they hear we crushed the competition. I couldn't have done it without you, Strength.
Uh-oh.
You sure couldn't have. Listen, Tabbie, I'm glad to see you're so happy for once, but I think you're gonna have to brace yourself.
Uh-oh.
For what?
Uh-oh. She's in trouble.
For everyone's reactions to go differently than you're expecting. I don't think you should be down in the dumps, but...
But nothing. Don't overthink it, Strength. They'll all be thanking me. I guarantee it.
Tabbie zipped up her backpack, leaving only a strength-sized peephole through which he could watch her predictions unfold. Tabbie continued down the hall, apprehension replaced with jaunty confidence. As she approached her locker, however...
Oh, are you kidding me?
She could barely see her locker past the students who gathered around it.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
Wait, who's here? They look excited. At least these two do. It was like they couldn't even hear her. Tabbie rolled up her sleeves and pushed past her classmates. She managed to breach the dense ring of people, but groaned when she spotted the reason for the crowd. Eden stood by his locker holding court. His adoring fans spilled out in front of her without any thought for how she was supposed to retrieve her stuff. In fact, he probably told them to stand there just to annoy her.
What's going on?
Oh, morning, Tabbie! Eden's showing us the prototypes for his Halloween costume!
That's not what a prototype means, Tonathan. And if it did, these ones would fail a few standards.
I think they're pretty good, though.
Yeah, Eden. I would totally wear some of these.
What is he gonna be?
Caleb's right, though. They're more like rejects.
Tabbie leaned in to get a better look, her annoyance just barely overpowered by curiosity. Her eyes widened.
Hey, isn't that...
Did he see her? Did he see her transform? Okay. Tabbie hit her backpack to keep strength quiet. The sketches were crude.
And ugly and stupid.
The designs, however, were immediately and uncomfortably familiar. Tabbie tried to quell the rising panic in her body.
There's no way Eden saw me yesterday.
Girl, I think he did.
That's impossible. That's what I was thinking. How long did it take you to come up with all of these, Eden?
I started coming up with ideas after last Halloween, but I didn't start on prototypes. Mock-ups until a few months ago. Oh, but then I ended up having a way scarier idea.
Yeah, these aren't scary at all. They give off super silly vibes, especially this red one. It looks like a clown dipped in fruit punch.
She's gonna get mad. Tabbie's cheeks flushed with embarrassment as her other classmates nodded in agreement.
Do I look like a clown dipped in fruit punch?
I agree. Those colors are comically hideous when paired together.
Are we doing a dig on Harley Quinn right now? Because that's exactly her color.
I can see why you changed your concept to something with more panache.
Ooh, we getting some big words up in here.
Yeah. They're super goofy. And is that a leotard? That's so lame.
Hey!
Tabbie whacked her backpack again.
Right? And uncomfortable, too. I scrapped these for a reason, but I don't know. I'm still kind of proud of them.
Huh. I'm confused. So does he know about, does he know about the pixies? Because if that was his concept, how did... I don't know.
Maybe I'll repurpose them for something else instead.
His musings were cut off when the bell rang.
Shoot! Time to go!
Eden shut his sketchbook with a loud thump.
Oh, man.
The crowd of students began to disperse.
Aren't you gonna get your books?
Oh, yeah.
Tabbie opened her locker and rifled through it distractedly. It was a weird enough morning without the added shock of seeing Eden's drawings.
That was just a coincidence, right?
Hey, class?
Did the teacher's voice change? Tabbie's classmates settled into their seats, chattering animatedly even as their teacher cleared his throat a few times.
My sister is obsessed with that one cheesy movie, Tender Loving Ghosty Ball, or whatever it's called.
Ghosty Ball?
Why can't she give a good old classic slasher a chance?
That's what I'm saying.
Isn't she like 7?
Oh.
Class?
I try to hype her up to watch Too Cursed Too Curious 4 with me, but she just cries until I put in Tender Lovin' Who You Gonna Call. So then I end up watching it over and over.
Did the voice actors change for like the side characters? I feel like they're kind of different.
Ugh, you know what's really scary? Tooth Decay documentaries. My parents make me watch them every year once August hits.
Why?
There's more than one documentary on teeth?
Mr. Teacher cleared his throat a third time.
Hey, guys, shut up!
Thank you, Eden.
Oh, it's the background. I was like, what is that noise? It's like the kids talking in the background. I was like, is somebody in my house?
Ugh, there he goes again, gaining brownie points.
Class, I have some bad news.
The students fell silent at Mr. Teacher's ominous tone.
The pumpkin carving contest has been canceled.
Didn't they announce that already?
Yeah, but I thought we were just gonna do it today instead.
You don't think no pumpkins at all?
That's exactly right, Den. The jack-o'-lantern contest will not be happening this year.
I feel like his voice is different. Maybe I'm just tripping. I don't know. Maybe. We'll see.
Oh, I practiced carving incisors for nothing?
What are we doing instead?
Unfortunately, there will not be a replacement activity. Especially not for our
Why not
class.
your class?
What? Why not?
Sometime yesterday, someone, or more likely, multiple people, went on a rampage and destroyed the decorations in each homeroom right before the judges got there.
Oh, that's what she did.
Every single homeroom was covered in pulverized pumpkin pieces, except for ours.
Oh, that's why. Oh my gosh, Tabbie, how could you be so stupid? Why wouldn't you do your room too?
I know you're all good kids at heart, and we never know what someone might be going through. But
Right.
whoever did this is clearly in need of some guidance counseling. Additionally, until we find the culprit, our class won't be able to participate in any of the other Spirit Week activities.
Oh no.
Oh, someone rotten is ruining everything for the clean and well-flossed teeth.
Yeah, that's not fair! Collective punishment is illegal!
Everyone, calm down.
Don't. He's the villain. You are the villain. I know it. You did Mr. Teacher dirty, and now you're gonna put the blame on me, and we're gonna have to kick your butt. I just know it.
Chill out.
I would like to get to the bottom of this, as I'm sure all of you do. If anyone knows anything about what happened, please come talk to me in private.
Oh, who's gonna snitch on me? Who's gonna snitch on me? Caleb, I know you're a snitcher. You're gonna snitch on me. I just know it.
No. This wasn't supposed to happen. I just wanted to help.
Strength whispered to Tabbie from inside her backpack.
Tabbie, you have to say something. Now's your chance.
What? No!
Well, it's never too late to right your wrongs.
Okay.
Even if you need an extra push.
Are you gonna push me? Strength took a deep breath and did his best Tabbie impression.
I have something to say.
The entire class whipped their heads around to stare at Tabbie.
Strength, you asshole!
What was that, Tabbie?
Tabbie wanted to share something, I think.
Tabbie was too panicked to glare daggers at Eden.
You can do it, Tabbie! Be strong!
Tabbie?
Tabbie ground her teeth together. Her face felt hot with everyone's eyes on her. Come on, Tabbie, you can do it.
What am I even supposed to say now?
Oh! I have so many options. I can blame so many people. Should I be messy? Should I be messy? Well, it was her fault. Oh my gosh. I feel like, you know what? Me being me, I would own up, but I kind of feel like being messy, you guys. Let's be messy. Let's be messy.
I mean, if you think about it, someone from our class always comes to class super early. Someone who's super into Halloween.
Are you talking about Eden?
Maybe someone wanted to weed out the competition.
Hey, if I smashed a bunch of pumpkins, there'd be stains all over me.
You look stained to me.
I like Eden, but there wasn't an option to blame Caleb because I would have blamed Caleb.
Wait a minute. Are you just blaming me because my hair is orange?
That's enough. We're not speculating here. If you don't know who did it, let's move on. Of course, I love Halloween as much as everyone else. It gives me no joy to keep you from participating in the Spirit Week activities. But we have to take this pumpkin smashing incident seriously. I'll say it again. If anyone knows something, really knows something, come talk to me after class.
I'm surprised he doesn't remember what happened because he's all covered in bandages. Wouldn't you think he would?
In the meantime,
Or maybe he's just being quiet.
I'll speak with the other teachers and see if there's a little wiggle room regarding our Spirit Week participation. Caleb, you're in charge. I'll be right back.
Why would you put him in charge?
Come on, did you really think that would work?
Yes.
Worth a shot. Oh, great. He's coming this way.
Tabbie, I swear it wasn't me.
Whatever. Once a villain, always a villain. Hair ruiner.
Would you guys be, like, if somebody put gum in your hair as a kid, would you keep that into middle school? I feel like a lot of kids would. Now that I'm bald, probably not. But I don't know. I was always picked on in school, except my senior year. But I don't know.
Are you talking about that gum in your hair thing?
I wonder if, I'm just curious if y'all would. I think as like teenagers, maybe, because of hormones and everything,
That was
but.
so long ago.
Are you bothering people again, Eden? Excuse him, Tabbie. He's like a big mutt.
That's Eden, all right. A big old puppy.
Oh, puppy.
Yeah. Sorry.
I like Eden.
I swear I had nothing to do with those pumpkins, though.
After some time, Mr. Teacher returned and all the students scrambled back to their seats.
Well, kids, you're not off the hook yet, but we did come up with a compromise.
All the students leaned forward in their seats with anticipation.
The pumpkin competition is still canceled, but the rest of Spirit Week is not.
Oh, I cheered at the same time they all
In the
did.
meantime, we're sending letters to your parents explaining what happened. And we will give the culprit until the end of Spirit Week to own up.
But you're still rewarding the culprit with Spirit Week. I get it that you're not punishing the whole class, but never mind. Mr. Teacher paused and looked around the room meaningfully.
However, if
Here we
no
go.
one comes forward,
What happens?
well, we haven't decided yet between detention or some sort of volunteer activity to make up for it.
Like everybody? Everybody?
All right, settle
I
down.
guess everybody. I mean,
As I was saying, a decision has not been made yet, but everyone will have to
There we
participate.
go.
Now, as you can imagine, the other homerooms were pretty bummed about what happened. To make it up to them, the teachers have decided to send everyone on an impromptu field trip, excluding
Really?
us,
Oh.
of course.
Okay, well that
But
sucks.
I worked some Halloween magic, and if we agree to be on our best behavior from here on out, they've agreed to let us join them.
The class erupted with roars of approval.
Can I trust that you won't cause any trouble on this trip?
The students nodded vigorously.
All right. Don't let me down, kids. You won't be needing your backpacks, so you can leave them here. And all right.
Oop.
Don't let me down, kids.
Why
You
did
won't
it
be
go
needing
back?
your backpacks, so you can leave them here, and we'll lock the classroom up. And make sure you don't bring anything you wouldn't want to lose.
Wait, that was a little confusing. I thought the field trip was later on in the week. So if we were good the rest of the week, then we can go on the field trip with them. But they're letting us go on the field trip now, because the field trip is now. Then what was the point of them saying no? I don't know. I'm just thinking too much
Our
into it.
emergency permission slips only cover so many liabilities.
Mr. Teacher, you haven't told us where we're going.
Can anyone guess? It's somewhere spooky.
Spooky.
And just around the block.
The graveyard?
I love spooky.
No way! Is it the Madlock?
Madlock Mansion of Horrors! Exactly right, Eden. Nothing like a local historical site turned tourist attraction to keep your mind off the real horrors of life. Okay, off you go. Lockers, bathroom, drinking fountain. We'll take roll at the front door in 10 minutes.
That's a quick field trip. Despite the gloomy weather, the middle schoolers were in high spirits as they walked to their final destination. The local haunted house known as Madlock Mansion. Tabbie kept her usual eye out for Eden, but didn't spot him.
He's probably off somewhere feeling guilty, as he should be. You know what? I'm actually proud of myself. Sure, I accused Eden of something he didn't do, but at least I wasn't afraid to speak up anymore. If he can do whatever he wants and get away with it, so can I!
Are we the villain of this Magical Girl series?
Keep up, kids. We want to make sure you get a chance to experience the whole mansion.
From behind, Tabbie started hearing strange exclamations from her classmates.
Oh, Eden, you look sick. When did you put that on?
Looking good, Eden. I was wondering where you were.
I want to see what he looks like.
Thank you.
Tabbie turned her head before she even realized what she was doing. Bobbing through the crowd of middle schoolers was a gas mask with orange lenses framed by a mane of orange hair. Oh, he looks good!
Oops, sorry, pardon me.
Oh, wow.
Eden's full outfit came into view and Tabbie recoiled. It was so orange. As he jogged closer, his heavy rubber boots splashed puddled water everywhere.
Sorry, coming through.
Tabbie turned and started walking faster. From the splashing noises, Tabbie knew that Eden would catch up in no time. Even so, she power walked until she was at the front of the crowd and her shins hurt.
Hiya, Tabs. Hey, no hard feelings for accusing me of being the culprit.
You never get the hint, do you?
Huh?
Everyone else might fall for it, but I know what you're really like.
Tabs, aren't you being a bit melodramatic?
Mm-hmm.
You know what you did. Now leave me alone.
Oh, that is a very cool look, Eden.
But why is he the only one in this look?
I should have brought my costume.
Nobody else is wearing a costume.
But that would have spoiled the surprise before the dance.
I thought I could wait too, but I got overexcited.
Did he run home and change, or did he have it already? Because wasn't he earlier in the day just contemplating and showing ideas of sketches of Tabbie's magical girl outfit, and then he was like, oh, no, that's not it. I have something else. So I felt like he has it already. Tabbie deliberately slowed down again, so slow that the rest of the students passed her by. She bent down to tie her shoelace several times.
Let's talk revenge.
Don't do that to me.
Tabbie stood up and gave Caleb a hard look.
Ahem. I said, let's talk revenge.
No! You need to go away!
Aren't you tired of him yet?
Sure am.
Magician, do your thing.
Oh, what's happening? Oh, he's gonna kick him?
You and I should have a chat over there.
Nope, I'm quite alright here.
Magician put both hands on Strength's shoulders.
Hey, wait!
Let's try this again. I've got a new plan to get Eden in detention.
Detention? That's all you got?
With some extra calculated moves, he might even be expelled.
You're thinking too small. Let's get him arrested.
What?
That messed up Mr. Teacher Monster thing you did? I need you to do it again. On Eden!
Oh, Tabbie.
Then, when he goes all teeth and claws on the other people in the haunted house, they'll have to call the cops!
I see your vision. In that case, I'll need you to cozy up to Eden.
Ooh, cozy
Gross.
up.
Revenge requires sacrifice.
Fine. It'll all be worth it to see his stupid face when they cuff him.
So she's gonna get close to him and end up liking him, I bet you.
You will need to lure him to the optimal spot for maximum damage. The middle of the mansion will do. Once we rendezvous there, we'll stab him in the back, exactly when he's least expecting it.
Caleb saw Tabbie's eyes glisten with excitement.
Not literally. He just needs to be emotionally fragile for my magic to work.
So Mr. Teacher was emotionally fragile?
The more broken, the better.
Oh.
Of course, for the betrayal to be most effective, you must keep his spirits up until we have our tete-a-tete.
Oh yeah, Mr. Teacher did because he was frustrated with the kids, and then I guess that's when he struck.
And then, well, trust me, he'll be arrested all right.
Yes!
Magician flew back over with a pixie-shaped bundle of duct tape, which he delivered straight to Tabbie's pocket.
To keep you from getting distracted.
Pixies don't need to breathe, right?
No.
Oh, perfect.
We'll be close.
The crowd of middle schoolers slowed in awe as they approached Madlock Mansion.
This is so cool!
Dope! It looks just like the mansion from the Axe Massacre Maximum Axe!
I'm getting spooked already. Nice.
All right, class. Pair up with a buddy and make sure you stay with them at all times. You're responsible for making sure your buddy makes it out safely.
Hey! Wanna be buds?
Sure, just don't freak out on me like last year.
No promises.
Caleb raised his hand.
I'm not feeling well, Mr. Teacher.
Yeah, right. I bet he's too scared.
My stomach hurts. Ow!
How bad is it, Caleb? Do I need to send you back to school with someone?
I just need to sit down.
Oh, of course. You can sit out here with...
The chattering students fell silent.
With me. In fact, if anyone else wants to sit this out.
Mr. Teacher sighed.
I suppose I'll be the one to sit with you. Let me just inform the other teachers.
I guess haunted houses aren't Caleb's style. Man, I hope he's still gonna have fun out here.
Okay, this is my chance. I've got to stay close to Eden.
Ooh, Tabbie! Cringing, Tabbie walked up to Eden.
Hey, Eden,
Stu, you better get out my face. Get out my face, out of my face, out of my face, Stu. You ruined it for me.
Hey, Eden.
Yes, Tabbie, get in there.
Hey.
I want to talk.
Really? I mean, yeah, sure. More than happy to. Actually, listen. I've been meaning to say, I'm not that dumb kid I used to be. I mean it. I know you see me as this joker, but I'm like an onion. I have layers.
Layers? What?
Sorry, what did you want to say to me?
Talk about the haunted house or compliment the costume. So we're playing Tabbie, so we gotta get close to him. Let's compliment his costume.
Cool fit.
Oh, I thought maybe you didn't like it since you said...
Eden shook his head.
I mean, never mind. Thanks. I'm so glad I managed to finish it in time. Plus, I'm already working on my next costume.
Okay, I think this is working. But I still need him to trust me more.
Anyway, was that all you wanted to say, or...?
Am I gonna say something else? Pick some talk. Oh, we end up talking about both then.
The mansion. Madlock Mansion.
Oh, it's super awesome, right? So lucky that we get to come here. Man, I love haunted houses.
Tabbie took a deep breath, gathering up the courage to say what she needed.
Anyway, I'd like it if you could be my buddy in the mansion.
Eden did a clear double take.
Dabs, almost got me there. Did Caleb put you up to this? Whew, that's a new one. Almost thought you were serious.
I am serious. Will you buddy up with me?
Me? Really? You and me? I mean, not complaining, just thought that wasn't how you rolled.
This haunted house isn't normal. That's why.
Okay, don't make it obvious,
What do you
Tabbie.
mean? Isn't it like PG-13?
I don't like this one.
Wait, are you scared to go in, Tabs? Like, actually scared? I thought you were the queen of spooks.
I hope Eden is a magical boy, you guys.
I am. This one is different, okay? I just need you to go in with me.
I wouldn't judge you if you wanted to tell Teach you're not feeling up for it.
Is he actually worried about me? No way, right? It's gotta be a trick. No, I do want to go in. I just thought, since you're an expert at spooky stuff, and everyone else is already paired up.
Not Stu, because she tried to take you away from me, but...
Does anyone else not have a buddy yet?
Speaking of Stu!
Oh, I get it. Testing the limits. I like it. Even the Queen of Spooks has some challenges left to face, huh? Well, I don't know what part is freaking you out, but I promise to keep you safe. If you need to tap out at any time, you let me know.
Huh. That felt oddly sincere.
Since I'm an expert and all.
Is he sneering at me? I take it back. He's still a jerk.
Come on, let's get in line.
Ahead of Tabbie and Eden, the other students disappeared into the open door of Madlock Mansion, one pair at a time. The darkness inside seemed to swallow them whole. When it was their turn, Tabbie instinctively closed her eyes as she passed through the blackout curtains in the doorway.
It's pretty dark in here, huh? Watch your step, Tabs.
Tabbie snapped her eyes open, barely avoiding walking straight into a wall.
Of course it's dark. It's a haunted house.
Oh, good. It's great that you're not afraid of the dark. Would have been hard to shield you from that one, to be honest.
Tabbie grimaced at her mistake. She could still feel the remnants of Strength's influence fueling her aggression and bravado.
Thanks for nothing, Strength.
Give me a heads up when there's something you can't handle, okay?
Okay. Get it together, Tabbie.
Is it gonna scare Eden?
Just gotta mine Eden's stupid hero complex to keep him happy until I reach Caleb. Come on, act scared. Ooh, spooky.
No, you gotta go spooky. She glanced at Eden, only to find him reverently touching the vest of a propped up corpse.
What are you doing?
Eden jumped and removed his hand from the vest.
Oh! This is pretty nice fabric.
Are you trying to scare Tabbie?
Just, admiring the, weave.
He patted his thighs like he was feeling for his pockets.
Right. Left my notebook in my backpack.
It was probably her eyes still adjusting to the dark, but Eden looked like, well, less like the villain that he was and more like a dorky 8th grader with a niche interest. Very niche interests.
You're a weird guy, Eden.
Thanks!
Wasn't a compliment.
We should keep moving, shouldn't we?
Yes.
Oh. The corpse that Eden had been touching raised one gaunt arm to point towards the next doorway.
That way.
Tabbie hastily suppressed her new instinct to fight all impending dangers with her fists. On second glance, the corpse was just a high schooler in a costume and makeup.
Wonder if Calum is disguised as one of the actors. How far is the center of the mansion anyway? Let's get going.
Eden disappeared behind the next set of curtains without her.
Did he just leave me behind?
As soon as she finished that thought, Eden popped his head back through the curtains, giving the impression that he had been decapitated.
Just double checking. You okay with doll stuff?
Aw, he's looking out for her.
I know we just got here, but we can leave if that's not cool.
Tabbie froze, unsure how to respond.
If I say no, we'll leave and the plan will fail. But if I say yes, Eden might be suspicious and think I'm faking the whole being scared thing.
Am I gonna choose? I love dolls! I'm gonna say it. Tabbie shook her head, even though Eden probably couldn't see her that well in the dark.
No, let's, yes, dolls are okay.
Eden appeared unconvinced. Tabbie sensed an opportunity to strike.
Dolls are just normal objects, just everyday toys.
Exactly. They're all over my house. Are any of y'all afraid of dolls that are watching? I for one, if it's scary dolls, I don't care. I don't think they come to life. I don't think they come to life.
They're just dolls. No biggie.
A doll lover!
I love dolls.
Y'all can't see the achievement, but my big head's in the way, so apologize. She glanced at Eden out of the corner of her eye. He seemed conflicted. Tabbie held her breath.
Well, if you say so.
Yes! Sucker.
Don't push yourself, though. Okay, Tabs? Say the word and we turn right back around and find the exit.
Please don't reverse the flow of traffic.
Say the word and we'll walk deeper into the haunted house.
Great. So safety first.
So, you heading in? We've got the next group waiting too, you know.
Let's do this.
Eden ducked back through the next set of curtains and Tabbie followed suit. She blinked rapidly as her eyes adjusted to the flickering candlelight of the new hallway.
You still okay?
Tabbie took in the piles of sleepy baby dolls with missing eyes. The rag dolls with empty expressions and stitched-on smiles. And the clockwork dolls that moved with jerky, off-kilter movements in absolute silence. She felt something brush her shoulder, fishing wire dangling from the ceiling to scare unsuspecting victims. Tabbie glanced upwards. Beheaded dolls' bodies rotated slowly in place, clattering against bouquets of chubby plastic limbs like a G-ranged mobile. Luckily, Tabbie had grown up in a house of taxidermists, constantly under the scrutinizing gaze of glass eyes in every size and color. The doll diorama wasn't a big deal. At least, not compared to Eden's scrutinizing gaze.
Shoot! He asked me something, didn't he?
He did. Oh! Oh, this is cute. A high schooler dressed like a wind-up doll popped up in at the end of the hall and began stumbling towards them.
Let's play. Let's play.
Nice.
Ew.
Eden stared at Tabbie.
I mean, wow! I love it.
Before Tabbie could really sell her performance, the wind-up doll reached them, leering at Eden. When Eden smiled instead of screaming, the doll moved to let them pass, visibly annoyed.
Me too, doll. Me too.
They moved on through the next turn of the maze, home to a human-sized ventriloquist dummy carrying a small ventriloquist dummy. Wait, did I say human-sized? I think so. The puppet duo laughed with a wooden rattling sound that echoed between them. Eden laughed back.
You're really not scared?
I mean, maybe a little. You know when you spot something out of the corner of your eye in the bathroom mirror? It's kind of like that. But I said I'd take care of you, right?
Aww, he's taking care of you, Tabbie. Tabbie grimaced at him.
Hey, don't sweat it. Since you asked me to, I'm delivering. But only 'cause I want to.
I know he likes her. Come on, Tabbie, just give it a chance.
Besides, this stuff doesn't bug me too much compared to other spooks.
They rounded the corner only to be met with shelves and shelves of doll heads turned purposefully in their direction.
When I was little, my Nana made doll clothes for extra cash, so there were always old-timey dolls in the house that I wasn't allowed to touch. Just me and them, staring at each other, waiting to see who would move first. Those were good times.
Why does she look so like worried about what he's saying right now? Eden inspected the doorway to the next part of the maze, which was framed by a literal arch of doll heads.
But you said you like dolls, right? So these don't scare you either?
Is that a trick question? Is he trying to catch me in a lie?
Tabbie shrugged as nonchalantly as she could.
I like them a normal amount.
Do you have a favorite type? You seem like you would enjoy something smiley, like a little Harlequin doll, or something like that.
What a coincidence, Harlequin.
A clown? Is that the kind of energy I give off? Do I look like I tolerate clowns?
I mean, your magical girl outfit is a Harley Quinn themed magical girl outfit. Eden laughed at Tabbie's incredulous tone.
I don't know, just thought it fit your vibes. You're pretty funny and lively when you want to be.
I think that's a stretch. Funny? Lively? Me? Why are you asking anyway?
Just something I was curious about. It's always cool to make stuff for people I like. So, is that a no on the cute little Harlequin?
He called her cute! Well, I would assume he called her cute. But he likes her? I knew it. They left the dolls behind and entered a room lined with funhouse mirrors.
I'm more of a skeleton person. You know what you're getting with a skeleton. No tricks you can't see coming.
Their reflections doubled and tripled, transformed and stretched. She frowned at her artificially tall form and Eden's warped, round, short one.
Just good bones, clean bones, safe bones.
Oh, right. You always were the Bones Girl.
For some reason, this acknowledgement didn't make Tabbie any happier.
Gonna be real for a sec. I thought it was a joke at first.
What was?
Your name is Tabbie Bones, and you love bones? That's like cartoon character behavior.
No way. Haven't heard that one before.
Like, I probably liked bones and skeletons a normal amount before, but...
Who's laughing now?
I like this clown artwork, it's cute. Eden rejected the advances of the circus clown who had been waiting for them to round the corner. The clown slunk back against the wall with a grumble.
Anyways, you were the Bone Queen before I even knew there were bones in my body.
Thanks.
Eden and Tabbie passed through the rest of the circus-themed hallway and entered the heavy mist of the next room. They took in the poorly-powered ghost swooping over the papery mache tombstones in silence.
You know, being haunted house buddies is fun. We should do it again. I'm glad we got to chat, honestly. Like, when was the last time we were even partnered up like this?
Tabbie felt a suppressed memory rise up.
The zoo.
The zoo?
Oh, she remembers everything.
Oh, wow, that takes me back. How did you even remember that? Wait, was that when I left you in the...
Eden, you are not helping your case. Tabbie scowled into the strobe lights, knowing exactly what he was referring to. But I guess that's kind of how you would sense like somebody likes you, because of teasing. I mean, like kids, that's how they kind of do it, I guess.
The reptile house.
Oh, yeah. It was creepy in there. Hope I've made up for it now.
Oh.
Are you going to lie and tell me the snakes are escaping and then run out screaming again?
That's hilarious.
Doesn't work that well with ghosts, I think.
Irritated that he was so nonchalant about it, Tabbie probed deeper.
Do you remember what happened after?
What happened after?
No. I don't think anything happened.
Exactly.
What happened?
Even after I got lost and missed lunchtime, nobody came looking for me until it was time to leave.
Oh, I kind of remember that, I think.
I think?
Okay, now I get why she's always mad. It was a core memory for Tabbie, just one locked away in a box of Eden's related anger. I'm just gonna say no one takes me seriously. Because I don't want to get him taken over, but I think this is the best way. I don't want to put everything on him.
No one takes me seriously. I tried to tell them that you were pranking me, and then forgot about me in there. But I got in trouble for not finding a teacher earlier and wandering around by myself.
Yeah, Eden, you're not helping your case.
Damn.
He seems remorseful, though. Tabbie waited for Eden to say something else, but he didn't. Rage bubbled up inside of her, and she pushed past him into the next room, glowering.
Wait, Tabbie!
Tabbie stomped into the adjacent room, and the sight of the caged plastic skeletons lining the walls, she felt slightly calmer. She waited for someone to pop up. A high school scare actor waiting in the wings or something. But no one came, except Eden. The sound of his shoes echoed in the large space.
Listen, Tabbie.
Tabbie ignored him. Instead, she focused on the let me start that all over. Instead, she focused on the distinctly familiar tingling sensation on her skin. Magician's magic.
Are we already at the center of the mansion?
To be honest, Tabbie had forgotten about her mission in the heat of her emotions. Where was strength to keep you on track when you needed him? He's tied up in your bag. She could still feel the little guy in the pocket of her hoodie. Oh, her hoodie, I guess.
He doesn't have enough strength to break out of the tape, apparently.
Tabs?
Well, he wouldn't approve of this anyway. He can keep napping a little longer.
Tabbie? Hey, are you okay? You look worried.
Caleb's instructions came to mind. She was supposed to break Eden down now, right? She was allowed to take him out? Good. He deserved it.
I'm fine. I don't need you to worry about me. It's none of your business.
If you're scared, that's okay. We're in this together, Tabs. I'm taking your concerns seriously, okay? Let's finish the rest together and get out of here.
Eden held his hand out. Ooh, hold her hand,
If you need it. Friends don't leave friends hanging.
You want to be more than friends. Tabbie, come on, girl. Be nice. Hold his hand. Let's have some love. Let's love. Tabbie stared at Eden's hand, not sure what to do with it. She shook her head and scowled.
I'm not going anywhere with you. Friends? Yeah, right.
Eden pulled his hand back to his side, looking hurt for a split second before laughing it off.
I get it. I know I'm not your favorite person, even if you ask me to be here. I can
That is
see
true.
why with the whole zoo situation.
You did ask him, so he probably thought it was a okay thing to like start being nice and, you know, tell his love for you, Tabbie.
And the hair stuff. I have been thinking about it since we talked to Mr. Teacher on Monday. I'm sorry.
Aw.
I did a really stupid thing. Many stupid things. And didn't really take responsibility for it. I know saying sorry doesn't solve anything. But I do feel bad, okay? I forgot a lot of this stuff happened because, I don't know, we were kids. And I don't like to think about the bad stuff.
How lucky for him to be able to forget.
I know it's probably not fair to you. You're not the only one either. Even with Caleb. We're best friends, but there's things I've blocked out.
Wait, Caleb's your best friend?
I'm so grateful he stuck with me in spite of everything that's happened between us.
Caleb is the villain.
He's the coolest guy I know for bouncing back and being such a good friend.
I feel like he's gonna turn on Tabbie.
I don't know. It gives me hope that we might be friends too someday, Tabs.
Excuse me?
Anyway, what I was trying to say was that your hair looks great now. You can't even tell anything happened to it.
Tabbie felt a wave of red-hot rage overtake her again.
No thanks to you. You know who did the crying and the brushing and the braiding to get to this point. Not you!
But I mean it. It looks really nice. You did a good job growing it out.
Yeah, like Usagi, Sailor Moon.
I hope you get to forget about it soon so it doesn't bother you anymore.
Ugh. Call out Eden's toxic positivity. Call Eden a liar. Let's do toxic positivity.
What is wrong with you?
Huh?
First, you minimize something that really hurt me. Then, you tell me I should get over it because it's all sunshine and rainbows now. You're a bullying jerk who laughs at other people's pain like we're the stupid ones for feeling bad.
I mean, there are two sides of the story, so I get where Tabbie's coming from. I also get where Eden's coming from. So,
And you still think we'll be friends?
because people who think, if you get bullied in school, you're obviously gonna have that, like, not wanting to talk to them, but then when they want to be nice and friends because they liked you anyways, I get where she's coming from.
Ouch. Not pulling any punches today, Taps.
Do you hear yourself? A normal person would not be laughing right now. Stop acting like everything's gonna be okay all the time, you freak!
I know you're yelling, but it just feels like business as usual coming from you. It's nice and familiar, almost comforting.
Tabbie screamed with rage. This wasn't working. She was the one getting worked up, not Eden. Somewhere through the fog of frustration, Tabbie managed to ground herself on one plan of action. She needed to hit Eden where it really hurt.
If I was Caleb, I would hate your guts. Actually, I know he does. He hates you, 100%. He's probably scheming against you right now.
Eden shook his head.
Caleb? There's no way. He's my best friend. He's always stood up for me. I trust him with my life.
Infuriatingly, Tabbie could hear the smile in his voice. Luckily, she had proof that their relationship wasn't as rock solid as Eden believed. Caleb puts Eden down. Caleb hates Eden's costume. Caleb hasn't forgiven Eden. Ooh, I'm gonna do that
I
one.
don't know what you did to Caleb, but he definitely hasn't forgiven you for it. I know because he told me you were a menace. Me! A random stranger! He even said you're the kind of guy who kicks puppies when they're already down.
Eden Stipend.
Jackpot. Why would he say that if he's such a saint? If he's really forgiven you? Is that how friendships work? One person is an oblivious idiot, while the other one hates their guts? In fact...
Oh, I guess we're going through all of them. Caleb hates Eden's costume. Let's do
You
that
heard
one.
him in the hallway, didn't you? I know you did. He said your prototypes were comically hideous failures. What makes you think he's not laughing at you behind your back about the one you're wearing?
Eden was silent.
Is that something you say about your best friend's hard work? Or is it what you say about someone you're just pretending to be friends with?
That's just... I'm sure it was a joke.
Tabbie racked her brain for more proof.
And actually, you're
Last
not
one.
too dense to notice. Caleb talks about you like you're beneath him, to your face. He makes fun of your choices, your hair, your grades, your drawings.
Eden didn't meet Tabbie's eyes.
Is he really your best friend if he's always putting you down?
Eden's shoulders dropped slightly.
I...
Eden took a deep breath, then shook his head, chuckling to himself.
Are you kidding me? There is no way Eden is this resilient. I saw the cracks.
I know you're just being grumpy, Tabs.
Just being grumpy? So what? Nothing I said mattered?
Bad-mouthing is part of your MO, Tabbie. Maybe you haven't realized it, but...
Yeah, it probably didn't faze him anymore.
You don't even know me. You don't know the first thing about me.
I know you're lashing out. You always do this, making things a bigger deal than they really are.
Maybe I wouldn't if someone didn't just laugh off real problems every time, instead of accepting that some things are actually bad.
Is it bad to be positive?
Yes, when you're like an ostrich in the sand. You're so selfish! Does it help anyone but you to pretend like you can't see what's happening?
Oh, and you're good at seeing what's really happening? All you do is cry to the adults when things don't go your way. You're always a victim.
I am a victim!
Oh, okay, well, own up to it, Tabbie.
Not
Go ahead, girl.
every time. You know, sometimes you hurt people too, Tabbie.
Oh, he's getting mad.
Oh, sure. Which one of us is a literal bully?
You keep saying that like it's a fact, but you don't know me either. You don't know what I go through. What I'm thinking, why I'm like this.
That is true. We don't know what other people are going through. Tabbie rolled her eyes.
Boo-hoo, the bully has a backstory. Tell that to someone who cares. Oh, wait. You're so insufferable, nobody wants to hear your sob stories. Especially not Caleb.
Eden flinched. Tabbie went in for the kill.
He hates you. He hates you, Eden. Caleb, when are you gonna get in here?
Stop bringing Caleb into it. He's got nothing to do with any of this.
An impossible wind picked up, carrying with it the sharp scent of burnt sugar. The fake candlelight in the room glowed in deep blue. Oh, wait. I'm gonna start it all over. The fake candlelight in the room glowed a deep blue as a figure materialized at the center of the pentagram. Eden did a double take.
Caleb?
Is he a bad guy? Bad magical boy? Oh, a midnight blue ensemble with an imposing silhouette. He wasn't wearing his glasses, but Caleb Frost's gaze swept across the room with startling clarity. Ooh, I love this look, Caleb. A evil magical boy. I love it.
What are you doing here? I thought you were sitting this one out. Unless... Did you get asked to be part of Madlock Mansion? That would be sick.
Caleb stared imperiously at Eden.
Also, nice costume. Did you get it custom made? It looks so professional. You should have told me you were gonna wear something too. Maybe we could have matched.
Ask him, Eden. Ask him to tell you the truth.
Caleb? Weird question, but, we're still... We are friends, right?
Caleb smiled.
Friends?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, you and me. We're like best buds.
No. Did you think we were?
Eden stared at Caleb first in confusion, then disbelief.
What?
Why would I be friends with someone I loathe?
Eden let out a panicked laugh.
Are you messing with me? That was a joke, right?
Caleb rolled his eyes.
There's that suffocating positivity. Let me make it clear, because it's impossible to get anything through your thick skull. We were never friends, and we never will be.
Ooh, that was a good laugh.
Ah, it feels so good to say at last.
Eden ran an agitated hand through his hair.
What are you talking about? I thought you always stuck up for me. I went to bat for you.
You owed it to me for being a thorn in my side for so long.
Caleb sighed dramatically.
Oh, how I've suffered.
Where is this coming from? Did I do something today or yesterday?
Do you really think hatred like this forms overnight? No, you've worn people down for years and years with your relentless, insufferable personality. How lucky, or rather, unlucky I am that you never saw through my act.
Caleb took a step closer to Eden.
I've been waiting years for this moment.
Years?
Finally! I can stop pretending to like being around you!
Eden trembled, his hands balling into fists as he attempted to remain calm.
So this whole time, I'm not a mind reader, Caleb. If I was hurting you, if you hated me, why didn't you just say something? You can't just hide this stuff from me and expect me to know what's going on.
True.
You have no one to blame but yourself for being disgustingly self-absorbed. Insensitive. Narcissistic.
Yeah! And I bet you would have forgotten even if he did tell you. Like you've conveniently forgotten everything else you've done.
Eden whirled towards her in distress.
How am I supposed to know what's going to hurt you for 10 plus years if you act like nothing's wrong?
That is true. If you guys do not tell somebody what's going on, what's on your mind, how it's making you feel, the other person doesn't know. So, I mean, me and my partner, we talk about this all the time because I'm the type of person who expresses my feelings very often. And he doesn't really, if something bothers him, and I do. So I don't get wound up about it because I address it then and there and then it's done. But he's a little opposite on that. But he has acknowledged that he needs to work on that. But that is so true. You gotta tell people what's bothering you because they can't fix it if they don't know.
Maybe it was my bad to assume something that happened when we were kids wouldn't be important anymore.
Right, if it was bothering you for this long, should have told it.
But as soon as you told me, I tried to be better.
Exactly,
I'm
I love that.
trying to change.
Favorite character of this series.
But you don't want change. Neither of you do. All you want is justification. A reason to feel righteous and lash out against anyone who irritates you. Neither of you care about anyone else, do you?
The scent of magician's magic was cloying now? Is that cloying? Even Tabbie found it hard to think as she breathed in.
What do I need to do now again? Oh, right.
As Tabbie rummaged around in her pockets, Eden started to laugh. It was a broken, unhinged sound, a far cry from his useful, carefree attitude. Oh, magician's coming into play now.
Strength, get out here!
Tabbie whipped the duct tape bundle out. She clawed at the layers of tape, waiting to hear the faint jingling of bells.
Wake up already!
Did he die? Did he die? No! Nothing. Oh, was he gone this whole time? Tabbie's stomach dropped. Without strength's power, she was in big trouble.
Did he escape, or?
Tabbie turned in horror towards Calum, who had his eyes trained on Eden.
You want to see self-absorbed? You want to see relentless? Let me make up for lost time.
Uh-oh. As he spoke, Eden's goggles fogged up with pink and orange hues obscuring his eyes. Tabbie's blood ran cold as his hair floated into the air, moving like the tendrils of an open flame. Ooh, we awakened the beast. I'm scared, but I think this artwork is so cool. Calum turned and ran before the transformation was even complete. What? Calum? He bolted through a well-hidden door. Eden followed, slamming right into the door, which had locked behind Calum. Tabbie glanced around the room in a blind panic.
There has to be another exit.
Run! She felt the air shift before she heard him lunge. Tabbie raised her arms to shield herself from the impending attack.
Wait, he doesn't even have real knives.
Tabbie caught the glint of Eden's blades as they sliced through the air, now metal rather than plastic. She threw herself out of their path, rolling across the ground. The blades glowed as they sank into the floorboards where she had been standing.
Definitely not toys. Definitely not toys.
Tabbie scrambled to her feet, rushing to keep her distance from Eden.
Calum? Calum!
Oh, he's not here, Tabs. He's always been a coward. You showed that to me. Do you really think he cares enough to stick around? If he can fake it with me for years and years, what makes you think he'd bother trying to save you?
As Eden approached, Tabbie realized she only had one choice. Fight, flight, or freeze. Fight! We gotta get some kind of... Our magical girl powers are within! Let's try it! Strength wasn't here, but she still had to do something. Tabbie swung her fist towards Eden as hard as she could. Her knuckles smarted from the impact against Eden's surprisingly hard mask. Both the mask and its wearer seemed unaffected by the punch. Tabbie darted backwards in fear. Then, not willing to wait for Eden's next move, she bolted back the way that they had came. The dense mist in the adjacent room made it hard to see, but it was heavy enough to hide in. Narrowly avoiding a ghostly prop, Tabbie dove behind a fake tombstone and made herself as small as possible. There was no sign of Eden's glowing costume or knives through the strobe lights. A cocktail of frustration and anger bubbled up past her fear and adrenaline.
Not again! Every time I want to do something, every time I try to do something about this guy, it goes wrong!
Because of Calum. Tabbie felt like she was being unfairly punished for trying to be proactive for once in her life. It was just one big cruel lesson from the universe, one big kick while she was already down.
I thought this would work, especially with teamwork.
Tabbie's stomach sank as she thought about Calum.
There's no way he just left me here to fend for
Girl,
myself.
yes,
right?
he ran.
He's just trying to survive, crazy dagger murderer Eden. Maybe he'll even rescue.
Tabbie couldn't finish that thought, the way he hadn't even looked at her.
What did I think was gonna happen?
Tabbie put her head in her hands.
Did I think I had friends?
Aww.
Even strength has abandoned me.
Hot, angry tear rolls off her face.
I get it, okay? I suck so bad the universe wants me to die here. Will anyone even miss me?
Aww. She imagined her parents crying over her corpse with her floating over them as a sad, dead spectre. Her heart clenched.
They're family. They don't count. And no one else will because...
The bubbling thought that she had been suppressing finally surfaced in her mind.
People were actually nice sometimes. And
She'd pushed them away in each of those rare occasions. Even the not-so-rare interactions with Eden felt like a lost opportunity now.
It's just what I deserve for being a horrible, mean, awful...
Uh-oh. Tabbie tensed up, preparing to run, fight, bite a man if needed. Someone was coming. From where she couldn't tell. Or perhaps they were already here. Oh! Who are you, love? I love this!
Greetings, Miss Bones. My name is Lev, and I'm here to guide you on...
Do you want to get us killed?
Flecks of glitter fell from Love's hat as Tabbie shook her for emphasis.
Well, unhit me at once, Tabitha!
Only if you stop yelling!
Tabbie used her arms to smear the tears off her face without letting go of the pixie, shaking Love again in the process.
Let me go!
Tabbie released the pixie. With a huff, Love dusted off her frilly dress. I love Love!
Regardless of your pity party, that's no way to treat a new friend. I'm here to guide you on your path to love, not violence.
Ah, to love.
Of course, I don't mean romantic love. You must find that on your own, if you choose to seek it at all.
I like this
I'm
pixie.
talking about self-love.
Self-love, yes.
You can only get along with others if you're at peace with yourself, Tabitha.
Exactly.
To project light outwards, you must first seek it within yourself.
So are we gonna have a new transformation?
Listen, that's real great and all.
What happened to strength, though? Yeah.
Where's Strength? Have you seen him? Are you his replacement? Did the Pixie Agency fire him?
Love waved dismissively, causing sparkles to fly from her fingertips.
We have other things to worry about, I'm afraid. You seem to have gotten yourself into quite the pickle here.
Yes, that's what I'm trying to say.
Actually, you've been saying a lot of, woe is me, woe is me.
No, I wasn't.
Tabbie peeked from behind the tombstones, still no sign of Eden.
Listen, you know what could bail me out of this awful situation?
Self-affirming meditative exercises?
What? No! I'm talking about that candy! The stuff that gives me the cool super strength!
For shame, Tabitha. More reckless power is not the cure for this predicament. You're far too good for these power-grubbing schemes. I fear you've let yourself be swayed to the dark side with your unstable emotions and deep, self-inflicted loneliness.
Okay, reading
Perhaps
Tabbie.
if you confided in someone, your emotional burden would seem less insurmountable.
Love tapped her chin thoughtfully.
I've got it! What about that Eden boy? The one with whom you share so many interests.
He's a monster now.
Eden? I can't! He's gonna kill me!
Exactly. Look at the face.
I understand your apprehension, but it can't be that bad.
No, you don't understand. He's literally a monster!
Exactly. Love's right eye twitched and her smile became strained.
You must stop putting others down to raise yourself up.
Oh, she thought not literally.
This stubbornness has gone on for long enough.
Stubbornness? Stubbornness? You've been here for like 2 seconds.
Exactly.
Tabitha.
You don't know anything about what I am, or what he is, for that matter.
Tabitha.
Uh-oh.
He's a freak, Love, even when he's not like this. But right now, the only thing on his mind
Ooh,
is cutting my head off and
love
using
is
it as a
getting annoying.
basketball. Tabitha!
Ah, I love this. I love.
You listen to me, you little shit!
Oh. I love how she was like so calm and then she was like, you know what?
You're never going to have any friends if you keep this up. And trust me, you need friends. Without a support system, you will remain sour and despicable until the end of time. Is that what you want, Tabitha? To never open yourself up to anything better in life? Because that's where you're headed!
Oh my goodness. In the silence that followed Love's outburst, Tabbie's heart sank. She couldn't tell if it was because her patience was running out or if the pixie had actually struck a nerve. Tabbie cleared her throat and pried Love's hands off her hoodie.
Well, you know what? I'm never gonna be able to fix it if I don't survive this!
Tabbie grabbed Love and flipped her upside down, shaking the pixie with vigor. A rounded piece of candy fell out from Love's skirt and onto the ground. Before it disappeared into the mist, Tabbie dove on the candy, tossing Love aside in the process. Hello? Transform! Oh, we are cute! Tabbie didn't even bother examining her outfit. Based on past experience, she knew she looked ridiculous. I like it. Love, on the other hand, was mentally staring holes into Tabbie's frilly lace.
What? 5-second rule.
You tossed me like a piece of trash!
I love this.
Excuse me?
I can't hear anything over your voice, and we're being hunted by my lunatic class bully. It's a long story.
To Love's credit, the pixie fell silent.
I don't hear anything.
The swish of the ghost passing in and out of the mist had long been filtered out by Tabbie's brain, but noise was absent now. Unsettled, Tabbie peered over the tombstone. No more ghosts, as if someone had cut them down. Tabbie held her wand out like a sword as she took a careful step through the fog.
Nice costume.
Tabbie leapt into the air as fabric brushed her back. She slashed through mist with her wand, hoping it would miraculously connect with Eden's face. He stepped back to coolly, blade outstretched to intercept the swipe. She pulled her arm back, ready to strike again. Tabbie felt Eden's knife slice into her arm, followed by a sharp pain. Blood dripped from the wound, warm, fresh, and suddenly too real.
Tabbie! Are we okay?
Tabbie didn't answer, focusing on clutching her arm and applying pressure as she backed away. The blood just kept coming. That had never happened with strength before. Whatever Love's power was, even with this new magic coursing through her, Tabbie felt scared, vulnerable, and worst of all, weak.
Tabitha! Tabitha, are you listening to me? Don't just stand there, we have to run! Run!
Tabbie lurched into motion, dancing around until she was able to figure out the exact timing to duck under Eden's next swipe. As she miraculously sprinted past him without injury, Tabbie's mind raced, juggling too many things at once. The pain in her arm, the shrill sound of Love screaming, the stress of having to find a way out. If there were emergency exits around, they hadn't been clearly marked. That left only two places where she could hide. funhouse and the doll hall. Both were staffed with scare actors who would inevitably get caught up in the chase. Should she race all the way to the doll hall and hope Eden would get caught up slashing other people? Or should she lure him to the funhouse mirror room, which would be less crowded? Go to the doll hallway. We're a magical girl. We have to protect people. Oh, wait. Oh, wait, not the doll. Not the doll. I meant the mirrors. Oh my gosh. I meant the mirrors. I'm a doll collector, so instinctively I press doll. No. My bad, my bad. Tabbie made a quick decision, aiming to sprint straight to the Hall of Dolls. She didn't really want anyone else to get hurt, but she needed to survive to take Eden down. I'm sorry. I did it instinctively. Oh no. In the meantime, any scare actors or students in her way would just have to serve as a convenient distraction to throw at Eden. As Tabbie ran down the hall, the oncoming wave of students seemed to sense her panic. They began to fleet towards the exit as well.
It doesn't work as a distraction if we all run together.
On the contrary, being part of a group, dare I say a team, will work wonders for your self-confidence.
Tabbie groaned and tuned out Love's lecture about support systems.
Whatever. I need to figure out how to beat the heck out of Eden first.
We are in the House of Mirrors though now. She ignored Love's scandalized gasp. Luckily, having fused with strength twice before, she had some clue as to what to do next. Tabbie held the wand aloft in front of her.
Okay, just gotta wave it around. Around.
Like a lasso.
Around.
She made frantic figure eights with the wand.
Come on. Come on.
A soft pink light enveloped the tip. It glowed brighter and brighter, radiating warmth until... Pew! A beam shot out from the wand, quick as a bullet.
It's a gun? A laser gun? Why didn't you say so? I have a gun and a knife fight. This is gonna be a cinch.
Tabbie turned to see if Eden was still behind her. He's there. Eden shattered the lights near him in one swift move, swinging his blades up through the bulbs. The light bulbs exploded into sparks and shards of glass. In the sudden darkness, Eden's blade seemed brighter, hungrier.
Lasers!
Tabbie flicked the wand in his direction.
It's not a laser gun, and it is not to be used to attack people.
What is it then? The beam flew off in a different direction than Tabbie intended.
I call it the love beam.
Is it gonna make him love her? Maybe Tabbie had missed Eden completely because she wasn't used to the new pixie power. But it was just as likely that something called the love beam was useless anyway.
Tell me you're joking.
The love beam fills its targets with the power of love. A sense of inner warmth and appreciation, not just for others, but also themselves.
Warmth? Can it at least melt off faces? No! How is that helpful then? I might as well spit you back out and start throwing bricks or something.
Tabbie tried to aim at Eden again. She felt the magic surge through the wand, along with Love's displeasure. Her limbs tingled with pins and needles as they began moving without her input.
Stop that!
You stop that! Have you learned nothing about my views on violence? For as long as I must inhabit this body, you will not go around trying to hurt people with our powers!
Those are your hang-ups, not mine. Let go of my arm.
Tabbie's arms continued to whip around wildly as she sprinted around the corner and through the funhouse. Beams flew out left and right from the wand, hitting the few unlucky stragglers in Tabbie's path. Are they gonna fall in love? The students and actors that were struck slowed down to let Tabbie pass, cheering her on as she ran between them.
Looking sharp, kid!
What's wrong with them?
I told you! It's a tool to inspire confidence and camaraderie.
By brainwashing people? No one in their right mind would be saying those things about me.
Tabbie could feel Love's exasperation reach new highs, as if the pixie was rolling not just her eyes, but her entire mental manifestation.
You can make it to the end! Only a little more to go! You inspire me!
She felt like she was running a marathon she never asked to be a part of. Similar supportive yells followed Tabbie as she finally reached the doll corridors, wheezing from physical exertion. She missed strength boosts to her muscles and lungs. Oh, and the way she could convince him to let her do pretty much anything. This was nice too. Love, on the other hand. Tabbie had to grit her teeth and focus just to wipe the back of said hand across her brow. More beams flew out of the wand into the process. A few struck even more unfortunate victims, each of whom slowed to compliment Tabbie.
Is that really helping? Don't place the blame on me. That was all you're doing, Tabitha.
How is it my doing? I don't even know what I'm doing. Why is this beam so useless and weak anyway? Are you sick or something?
Love was so offended that she stopped fighting for control over Tabbie's limbs.
How dare you insinuate that I am the problem here? I am here to solve a problem, and the problem is...
You.
Yeah, I know. I'm a big loser, and I need to find the meaning of friendship or whatever.
No, you need to love yourself, girl.
Well, yes, but not in those words, of course.
How do I make it stop?
Only through acceptance of the self may one find...
That's not what I meant.
I love this. Tabbie picked up the pace, flanked by several adoring victims of the love beam.
You are worth more than you think, Tabitha. Once you accept that, you will be capable of opening your heart to others. And when they see the warmth you have in there...
Tabbie shook her head vehemently.
No, thank you. I don't think anyone wants to see how warm it is inside someone else's organs.
Well, you don't have a choice. Either you learn to or I can't help you, even in a life or death situation.
Tabbie rolled her eyes so she'd have to fend for herself. Typical. There was a loud sound, like someone sending a whole arch of baby doll heads flying, perhaps. Tabbie heard another crash, and more sounds of scattering dolls slashed through by Eden's knives.
He's just gonna keep coming.
Well, she might be able to buy some more time if she acted on a plan, and fast. Sacrifice the love being victims. Make a trap, let's make a trap. It didn't seem right to throw real, living people at a glowing guy with huge knives. And if Tabbie was being honest, it felt good to look out for other people. A wave of approval from Love washed over Tabbie.
All of you, get out of here before it's too late!
Tabbie's personal cheer squad thanked her for spending her valuable and frankly quite limited time with them. They sauntered off in the direction of the exit. I wish this was an anime, motion. It would have been so good, even if it was a short series. The indie creators who made this, if you could do that, I think a lot of people would like this, even if it was a short, or maybe even a longer series too. Once they were gone, Tabbie jumped into the large pile of baby dolls in the corner and started tossing dolls onto the walkway. Maybe that would stop Eden. Maybe. She yanked a few dangling arms off their wires for good measures and then ran around the corner. Tabbie waited with bated breath, but she didn't hear the sound of dolls being kicked out, kicked or moved in any way, much less the sound of anyone tripping and falling on their face.
So much for slowing him down.
Predictability. As soon as that thought crossed her mind, Eden appeared, entirely undeterred. He sped towards Tabbie as soon as she was in sight. Tabbie screamed and ducked past Eden, losing a few hairs in the process. This, unfortunately, placed him between her and the exit. No longer trusting the love beam to do anything useful, Tabbie pelted Eden with heavy wind-up dolls she ripped from the shelves.
Eat porcelain, you monster!
Eden didn't even flinch as the doll shattered around him. Tabbie switched to an endless stream of orphaned body parts. Eden nonchalantly batted away plastic arms after plastic arms until he closed the distance between them again. Tabbie dropped the plastic head in her hands and put all force into swinging the wand like a baseball bat instead. The wand smacked Eden, mask with a loud crack, firing off a beam at the same time. Although it bounced off his goggles, the light alone had to be blinding. Eden staggered back, mask askew, clutching his jaw and breathing heavily like he was in real pain. Tabbie took the opportunity to kick him in the shins, which did more damage to her toes than him.
Oh. Bad idea.
Tabbie ran for it, knowing instinctively that this was going to be the only moment to flee. She was so close to the exit, she just had to keep running until she was out of the mansion. Tabbie burst into the entrance hall.
The glowing murderer is here!
I'm too young to die!
I'm not. It's me, Tabbie!
Tabbie?
Why the Hellenistic age are you all here? I thought everyone else left.
Hellenistic age?
That's what I was about to say. What?
The doors are locked. We've tried everything. Even the windows are sealed shut.
Did Caleb do that? Yep. That was probably Caleb's doing. They had discussed making it impossible for Eden to leave. Tabbie looked around at the sizable crowd of trapped students, and her stomach flipped.
One of the clowns told us someone was stabbing people and glowing.
Sorry. Continue.
Company policy states that we can't have our phones on us.
Oh, great.
Otherwise, we would have called the police.
Some people already left to try the alternative exits, but they haven't come back yet.
We banged on the door too, but none of the people outside even came to check.
Honestly, that door isn't even supposed to be closed.
Did you see the murderer? How did you escape?
I didn't. He's...
She spotted the glow out of the corner of her eye. Tabbie leapt out of the way just as Eden's blade swirled through the doorway. There was nowhere else to run. This room was a dead end. Her dead end if she didn't find a new way out to survive fast.
Love! Help! Love! We're gonna die! Love, tell me what to do!
I've been saying it already. You have to open your heart to yourself first.
What does that mean? Real steps only.
Tabbie fired off another beam at Eden.
All right, let's start from there.
Eden baited the beam away, causing it to hit one of her classmates instead.
Oh, cool trick, Tabbie! Do it again! Oh, you're so cool.
The other students looked horrified at the sudden, inexplicable outburst. Tabbie fired off another shot, yet another deflected shot.
Whoa! You go, Tabbie! You can do it!
Jonathan's over here like, what? This clearly wasn't working.
Come on, love! What comes next?
Exactly what they said. Repeat after me. I can do this.
I can do this.
You have to believe it.
I can do this.
The next beam flew faster, but Eden still managed to dodge the laser. Jonathan, whom the beam hit instead, applauded. Eden's blade cut right into him. What?
Ouch!
Jonathan, move!
Oh, I thought he died.
Whatever you say, Tabbie, your opinion really matters to me.
Tabbie tossed more props at Eden, which he slashed away with ease.
All of you, keep away from the knives.
You're so smart, Tabbie. Why didn't I think of that?
Next one. There are people that care about me and my worth. Remember, you have to mean it.
That's too long.
Eden rushed at her. Tabbie held the wand and fired blindly.
There are people that care about me and my worth. Remember, you have to mean it.
That's right. We do care. We mean it.
The beam shot out twice as fast and appeared twice as wide.
I wish I could do that when I was your age. You're an inspiration.
What's wrong with all of you? Last one. I'm getting better and better each day. I've got this.
Eden slashed right through her good arm. Tabbie Tabbie lashed out right back at him, managing to punch him in the gut.
I've got this! Yeah, you do!
Show that creep what you're made of!
Go, Tabbie! I know you can do it.
Because I'm awesome!
Yeah!
You're the best!
I am the best!
Tabbie grabbed a broken board and smacked it over Eden's head. Eden staggered back more in surprise than pain. It took less than a second for him to recover, however, and he pounced on Tabbie, pinning her to the ground.
Leave Tabbie alone. She doesn't deserve that.
I don't deserve this.
She managed to wiggle one arm out from under his weight. Eden raised his knife.
I don't deserve this!
The knife sank into the ground and Tabbie gasped.
It didn't work, but I felt it. Is this the end?
All remaining adrenaline drained out of her, replaced by a strong sense of regret.
Just when I was feeling proud of myself for once.
Eden's whole body shook with laughter. Wait, oh, it's going back.
Wow. Woo! Real cool moves, Tabbie. I've always said you were super fun to be around.
Wait, what's going on? The door to the haunted house smashed open, letting in a flood of blinding light. Firefighters and paramedics swarmed through the opening, followed by what looked like her entire 8th grade class. Tabbie felt the magic leave her body before they got too close. Love clambered into Tabbie's hood as soon as the transformation dissipated.
Oh my god! Eden! Tabbie! Are you alright?
She was so brave.
She saved us all.
We've gotta tell everybody.
It's that guy right there, officers.
Tabbie was super cool. I wish you'd all been there to see it.
The police grabbed Eden, who didn't resist in the slightest.
He's got knives too.
Oh no. The knives in question clattered to the ground as Eden was handcuffed. They were clearly just costume props. The police bagged the evidence up before allowing the paramedics to approach Eden and check for injuries. Tabbie couldn't believe it was all over. She sat in a state of shock, moving only to allow the paramedics access to her injuries. Tabbie vaguely registered the voice of someone asking her if she could walk. She stood in a daze, following the scare actors and other students out of the house.
Everybody, clap for Tabbie! She saved us all!
It's true.
There was a smattering of applause from Tabbie's classmates. It grew as Stu and Den chimed in about Tabbie's expert takedown.
She was amazing! Woohoo, Tabbie!
Eden was pushed into an ambulance, still handcuffed.
Thanks for saving us. I don't know how you weren't scared. It's because she's a tried and true hero.
We need to get Caleb. It's not Eden. The applause and cheers grew louder as the students surrounded her in a bubble of praise. Tabbie felt the sounds warm her up from the inside.
Are you hurt, Tabbie? We don't want you to be hurt.
No, I mean, yes, but...
Excuse me, medic! Tabbie should be treated ASAP!
Is the love magic still on
Wait.
them?
Oh, maybe she's actually fine. I would totally believe it after her amazing fight. I bet Eden couldn't even scratch her.
Tabbie looked down at her arms, hastily covered in gauze and tape.
You're right. She was just so cool.
Express gratitude.
Thanks. We should be thanking you.
Tabbie
I'm
smiled.
glad no one else was badly hurt.
The applause grew even louder.
Gosh, that smile.
She's so dashing, so kind.
Exactly!
Oh, there's Caleb. Tabbie's smile faltered as Caleb emerged from the crowd.
Yes, imagine if that maniac had gotten out of the house. Tabbie saved all of us!
Another cheer ran through the
But
students.
we can give her all the praise that she deserves later. She sacrificed a lot for us. So right now, as her friend, I'm asking you all to let her rest.
Caleb's right. Give her some space.
Oh,
Yeah, Tabbie, you rest up.
I'm going to call my mom and tell her you saved my life.
Tabbie gave a little bow and everyone started cheering again. Before Tabbie could be surrounded by more applauding students, Caleb placed one firm hand on Tabbie's elbow and led her forcibly over to a bench near the sidewalk. Still within the eye line of the other middle schoolers, Caleb smiled guilelessly.
So, you survived.
yeah, I did. No thanks to you.
Tabbie took in his innocent expression and narrowed her eyes.
Did you expect me not to?
I expected some difficulty.
Yeah, well, if you expected so much.
Where were you?
Why did you disappear as soon as the fight started? Where the hell did you go? Or was that your plan all along?
Caleb continued to smile as if the expression had been plastered onto his face.
Magician had more difficulty controlling Eden than we anticipated. A simple malfunction, nothing more. I have no say in the matter.
Sure.
How magic manifests, how it mingles with man, that is out of my purview.
Everything inside Tabbie was telling her this was a lie. Also, incredibly pretentious. I agree with you,
I
Tabbie.
don't buy it.
Caleb's eyes flashed and his gaze... Caleb's eyes flashed, his gaze hardening, even as his smile widened.
You don't? I don't know what to tell you, Tabbie. That's the only truth I have to offer.
Love emerged from Tabbie's hood, peeking out at Caleb from behind Tabbie's thick braids.
Is this a friend of yours, Tabitha?
No. Tabbie was slow to answer Love, turning the question over in her mind.
I don't know.
Exactly. Friends don't leave friends behind. Tabbie gave Caleb a sharp look, because this was the second time he did this. And there's no way. No way. First time, shame on you. Second time, shame on me. So now, you know what? No, we're not going to trust him.
Friends don't leave friends hanging.
Yes, because this is the second time you
I
did
learned
this.
that recently. They step up and stand up for each other in the face of difficulty. But you disappeared on me.
Atta girl! Tell them how you really feel!
Caleb glanced at Love, who shrank back instinctively. She reached down to pat Tabbie's shoulder. Tabbie felt herself smile with sudden self-confidence.
You know, if you're having trouble with Magician, I could take a look.
Caleb raised an eyebrow.
Take a look how, exactly?
I know I could make better use of Magician.
Ooh, we're gonna be a magical girl that can have different powers with each different pixie.
Let me have him for a day to see if we're more compatible. And then if we are...
Caleb crossed his arms.
Why would I do that? We would have swapped from the start if it was so simple to adjust to different pixie magic.
You never know until you try.
Where's strength?
You said it yourself. Magic is weird and unpredictable. Look what happened to Eden and Mr. Teacher. I'm the one with the more successful track record for pixie powers anyway.
Are you?
We both had 2 chances. You and Magician botched yours. I executed my parts perfectly. You can't fight the numbers.
Caleb shrugged.
Maybe you would have even more problems. Trust me, Magician needs a careful guiding hand and someone who can bounce back from the malfunctions.
He can speak for himself. Where is Magician anyway?
Of course, it's easy for you when all you're doing is destroying things. Have you done any work that needs a refined touch? A fine-tuned approach?
Tabbie opened and closed her mouth, begrudgingly acknowledging his point.
Besides, I saw that you have a new pixie friend.
Caleb fully turned his reptilian gaze towards Love, who huddled close to Tabbie.
So quick to turn to the next.
Well, then what happened to Strength? Because I know you did something with him.
I feel ill at ease simply handing Magician over to you. Especially if you're replacing pixies left and right, like they're disposable tools. Unlike you, I value my relationship with Magician over the novelty of a shiny, new thing.
I haven't replaced anyone.
Well, in that case, have you considered giving me your excess pixies? Since they've given you such excellent results. A little charity for one in need.
But I don't have Strength. I felt like you took him already. Tabbie stood up, putting Love into her pocket. Love gave a small cry of protest, but didn't emerge again.
They're not excess anything.
Sit down before someone decides something is wrong.
Tabbie flopped back onto the bench with a huff.
They're not excess tools.
Oh? So this new one isn't a surplus to the first? Where is Strength anyway? I haven't seen him buzzing around you like an anxious bee.
Caleb furrowed his brow and adjusted his glasses as if he was seriously contemplating Strength's absence. He quickly schooled his expression back to one of insufferable superiority.
He's...
Ooh, I really feel like he is, but I don't know. I'm gonna accuse him anyways. Tabbie took in Caleb's uninterested expression.
Maybe you took him.
Exactly. Caleb scoffed.
So you've lost him.
Or he was stolen.
Why would I take a pixie when I have one in my employ already?
For more power. Tabbie narrowed her eyes at Caleb.
You always have an answer ready for everything, huh? Well, answer this. If you think you're such a genius mastermind, how come you didn't have a backup plan for when Magician messed up and you let a killer on the loose? And if your plan was to have me and Strength take Eden down, why didn't you foresee that Strength might go missing?
You can't blame me for your mismanagement.
How could so many things go wrong if your plans were supposed to be foolproof? It's like they're actually full of holes or something. It's almost like you're not in control at all.
Caleb's eyes flashed with an undecipherable emotion.
I am in control.
He's gonna go crazy.
I decide how to proceed.
Then I'll ask you again. If everything went according to your plans, why did it all miraculously fall apart? And what did you do with Strength?
Caleb's stare was icy, but he looked away at first.
Who can say how a well-oiled machine will break if a rock is thrown into the gears? Can the rock really blame the machine for breaking? Perhaps you should think about your own responsibilities and how you might step up to meet the operation standards my plans require.
Tabbie scowled, sensing that Caleb was going to keep dodging her questions.
Whatever. If I find out you've been hiding or hurting Strength,
I shall be sure to let him know you've had a change of heart and suddenly care about his well-being, if I see him.
You have him. I know you do.
You're upset.
Did it need to be so destructive? The damage was far beyond what I intended.
And what were your intentions if nobody saw him after all? If the scale was so small as to be undetectable?
I just mean that only Eden needed to get caught red-handed. I couldn't care less if he was flattened under a falling beam in the process. But a whole group of students were hurt. I didn't mean for chaos and devastation at that scale.
It was a necessary evil.
Caleb looked at Magician with equal parts suspicion and supplication.
You keep saying that, but you won't explain further or tell me why we need to go this far.
Wait, is Strength really Eden's pixie? Because of the sketches?
Tabbie's endured our malfunctions twice in a row now, even if only the first was unintentional. And now we've resorted to underhanded poaching. Why did you act without consulting me? If you were going to kidnap...
Trust me, Caleb. All of this is for your own good. The time will come when it will make sense.
Caleb opened his locker and reached inside. Who is this cute one? Wait, what? A sleepy mint-colored pixie took a careful step forward, raising one shaking hand toward Caleb's.
Caleb, you're better than this.
Caleb didn't respond. Was this Caleb's first pixie? Magician frowned as the boy remained frozen, hand hovering above his books. After a moment, Caleb stared down at both pixies inside the locker, clearly conflicted.
Caleb, who was destined for this but you? No one else will look out for your future. You must act decisively to secure the best path forward. That is the only way you will be happy, Caleb.
Caleb clenched his jaw and grabbed his notebook, shoving them into his bag emotionlessly.
Please!
The locker closed with a decisive and final bang. Don't tell me that's it. Don't tell me that's it. No! I need to know more! There's gonna be an Act 3? There's gonna be an Act 3, you guys. There's gonna be an Act 3, you guys. I'm so excited! Oh my gosh, I love this game. Okay, oh my gosh. I thought like it was gonna be over, but there's more coming. I'm not mad if it would be, you know, a purchasable add-on, or if they do it for free. I mean, that's amazing. Oh my gosh, I love this. This is so good, you guys. If you haven't supported yet, I would just even say download the game. It's free to play on Steam. Like, it is so good. And you can, I don't know if there's different outcomes with different choices that you pick, but this story is so good. Support this game if you can. I really have enjoyed this game a lot in the story. Yeah, that's really all I can say so far. 10 out of 10 for me. I love it. I do. But let me know your thoughts on this. Let me know what your suspicions are. Did Caleb kidnap someone else's pixie? Was that green pixie, you know, somebody else's, or was that Caleb's before Magician came in? Because I feel like the colors are coordinating a little bit. Like, love is pink and purple, so that would be Tabbie's. Red is probably for Eden because he did have that sketch, but strength was just helping out Tabbie. This is just all the things that are playing in my head right now. I'm curious as to your thoughts, what you think is going to happen, what's actually happening. Let me know in the comments below. And as always, I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you have a great day, a great night, wherever you're at today. And remember to stay kind to yourself as well as to others. Simply Rye, out.